I had the honor of piloting the Adobe Express Junior Ambassador Program this past school year, and I'm thrilled to share a little bit about that with you. But before I get into that, hi, my name's Christine Morgan, and I'm a kindergarten through fifth grade technology teacher in Houston, Texas. Ben Forta, who is the Senior Director of Education Initiatives, reached out to me in the fall and asked me if I'd be interested in piloting this, and I couldn't have said yes fast enough. We decided that fifth grade would be the appropriate age range for the pilot, so I sent my students a Google form and asked them just 2 questions. What is something that you enjoy about Adobe Express, and what is something that you would like to create together? Responses included things such as wallpapers or birthday-themed cards that were outstanding, and I even had a student who said, I'm not really sure, but it sounds cool. 20 students were selected, and we met every Wednesday after school for an hour. We also took groupies every week, which ended up being really chaotic, but it was a lot of fun. When it comes to parent and admin buy-in, it was really easy to get everybody on board. My parents were excited because the students were excited. My administration team was already staying after school for an hour because of tutoring that was happening in other parts of the building, so I wasn't asking them to do anything extra, so of course they were on board too. When it came to projects that we did a lot of projects that the students were inspired by or wanted to create themselves, such as the custom backgrounds that they had requested to make. I actually took some inspiration also from my evangelist, Claudia Zavala, and I was able to easily take that inspiration and really quickly turn that into things that the kids were able to learn to do. The custom backgrounds were really easy too, and the kids loved them because they were able to actually just create a custom background for the Google Chrome browser. And then what happened was I taught 20 students how to do this, and then it spread like wildfire across the building. So they were teaching each other how to make them and even fulfilling requests from other students across the building. I had a student also say, I'm gonna one-up everybody from that custom browser background, and I'm gonna make custom watch backgrounds. So he actually created custom watch backgrounds for a lot of people. I ended up sharing it on social media, and he had requests from social media. So it was really cool to see him create those for everybody that had asked for them. He even tried to sell them, but I told him we were gonna share creativity for free for right now. My favorite activity that we did though was called kindness dashing. Kindness dashing was something that we did right around testing season where anxiety and emotions were really high. I asked the students to create something that would be uplifting or inspirational for somebody or make them smile on a rough day. And what we did was we printed out a couple hundred copies in half sheets and spread them literally around the building. We ran around the building one afternoon safely and put them all over. We put them in books, in the bathrooms, on desks, everywhere you could think of, so that anybody who walked by or needed some encouraging words would walk by one and find it as they needed it. We also had the opportunity to present at my district Student EdTech Expo. Heather Sweeney, who is my engagement manager, she came by and she was able to support the kids because she lives pretty close to where the event was held. But the kids were on the stage, they had microphones, and they got to share their love of creativity with everybody that stopped by. They had quite the crowd. I asked my students a couple weeks ago, I said, why should other educators have this program? Why should other teachers do this? Why should other students join the program? And a lot of them had something to say about how they were more creative, but this student said that I was able to spend time with a group of students who I had never really spent much time with. He had actually been at the same school from pre-K to 5th grade, and there were still students that he had not really spent much time getting to know. So that was really special. I also had a student who said, I'm more creative, but I'm also able to think differently in class because of it. So teacher win for sure. I also took those same questions and I asked the parents of these students. This parent said, my student's a more innovative leader on campus, but he's also inspiring the younger kids in the other grade levels. So that was really sweet. This parent said, yes, my student's more creative. She's able to create things, but she can also walk other students or people through how she created those things. So that was really exciting. And then I asked myself the same questions and I said, 2 things come to mind. It was really exciting to bond over creativity with these students, but it was also really empowering and inspiring for everybody that was involved. And it was honestly really just the best part of my entire school year. And I'm so thankful for this opportunity.